So here we're given this rectangle ABCD. AB is 56 centimeter and BC is 45, and then E is the midpoint. So that means this would be half of 56, so 28 centimeter. And then they're talking about triangle ADE, which is a right triangle, and they're asking us to find the radius of the incircle. So it's going to look something like that. And so you can directly apply, there's a formula, the radius of incircle is the area of the triangle divided by the half the perimeter. I kind of knew this, but I didn't remember exactly what it is. But if you want to understand where it comes from, I'll just do that for this case. So I'm going to divide this and draw these three altitudes, and these will be the same as the radius. So you can see we have these three triangles. So area of that triangle would be half AE times the radius. So the altitude is radius. Then we go to this triangle, which will be half base times height, which is again radius. And then AD is 45. So again, this area. So essentially just splitting that triangle into three triangles and adding up their areas. And that's where that formula comes from. Sometimes I remember these things, or I'll just do it by first principle. But of course, you want this to have in memory with the understanding. And we know that's equal to the area of the triangle, which is right triangle, so base and height are 45 and 28. Now we need the AE here. This is a right triangle, so we can apply the Pythagorean theorem. AE square is 45 square plus 28 square. And if you do this using the calculator, it turns out to be 53. So that's your hypotenuse. And so we just have to replace that here. You'll see the half drops out, and the radius gets factored. So we have 53 plus 28 plus 45. 45 times 28. And if you do this calculation, R turns out to be 10. Now, if you were doing this directly in the exam, I mean, it's really the same thing. You'd be just doing half 45 times 28, and then half of the perimeter, which is 45 plus 28 plus AE. And then you just need to apply the Pythagorean theorem. So, of course, this will be faster, but make sure that you understand where this comes from. I kind of gave you a quick summary of where that relationship comes from. So make sure you do this for a general triangle, so that way it's easier to remember that. And then in the exam, you can apply that quickly. So to summarize, the answer is 10.